Greetings internet! Today let's talk about my Formula 1 dilemma. Now I've been a fan of Formula 1 since the early 90s, but I have drifted in and out over the years, but at the moment I would call myself a pretty engaged fan. However, in more recent years I've been finding it conflicting with my more green sensibilities. It's something I talked about in my Project for Awesome video about Friends of the Earth, and that it sometimes feels like it's a bit of a waste. Now I watch Formula 1 because it's a cutting edge of technology, not really because for the race. I don't watch any other form of motorsport. It's about the teams and engineering and designing things that will one day become parts of our road cars. These days the F1 cars are hybrids with massive batteries and all sorts of energy regeneration technology. And that's a good thing, all aimed about reducing fuel consumption. However, there's still a lot of fuel being used just for a bunch of cars to drive around in a funny circle. And then there's all the rubber used in the tyres and the fuel of the actual carriers to get the entire F1 circus around the world throughout the year. And so I find myself sometimes wondering, is it worth it? Are the developments that we get from it worth the massive expense and waste? I don't have any actual real figures to go on, but it kind of feels like it's actually not. The new Formula E, however, does sound like it could be interesting. City races with purely electric cars, even though they do take a bit of getting used to as they just sound like giant RC cars. We shall have to see how that turns out come September. In the meantime, I will of course continue to be an F1 fan, but it is something that weighs on my mind, and it's probably a good while off, but I suspect that Formula 1's days are numbered. If you have any thoughts on the situation, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow.